5-mana Thor? You seem to forgot. There is 7,000 of each card. I don't see it, but the other one? What are you talking? I like the bands. Isn't this just better at doing the same thing? Like this is like the same thing but better. Yeah, I don't know why people are just. I don't know. They're just getting rid of the a game ended turn 1 because someone played library. I guess. There's no way to kill someone with the... Uh-oh. Did I crash? Oh, no, I didn't. There's no way to kill someone with the equipment one. You can't draw enough. How do I get improvisation capstone in a mono red deck? Amulet? Yeah, amulet. This we're in Disney World right now. I feel like this is a fever dream. What? What are we? What is this? Oop. Oh, I hate this card so much. I haven't seen it many times though. Do they go to your hand? Oh. Do we have pyrokinesis? That didn't get banned, right? When did we get Tarfire? When the heck did that happen? Surprised I didn't ban Ragavan. It goes to the battlefield. It does go to the battlefield. I have some discard spells. I keep forgetting if this is banned. It's not. What's the other Ruby medallion? Does chainsaw go face? I don't think it does. Oh yeah, red spells. Good. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. I don't think Lightning Greaves is gonna do anything. It doesn't seem. Your opponents can just kill your commander before you can put it on. The removal doesn't vanish because you have Lightning Greaves in play. They can kill it in response to you trying to equip. Isn't Visions a counter card? I guess not. Yeah, it's another one of those. Whatever. Yeah, I don't run Lightning Greaves. It never works. It doesn't stop counter spells. It doesn't stop removal spells. People swear by it. They're like so tired of Rofellos dying, and it just makes your Rofellos deck worse. Alright, whatever. We'll start here. I can't see what to take out or put in. So Thor. One of the two Thors. Kind of both. But this one. 5-mana 5/5 flyer. When it enters, you exile an equipment, instant, or sorcery from your graveyard, and then you can cast it. It's not free, and this costs 5. So good luck with that. But the bottom part is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, so not just an instant or sorcery, this deals damage equal to that casting cost. So you can do damage. And then there's a bunch of extremely whimsical things in here that I don't expect to work out ever. And I'm not going to go over every single one, but it's like a big red spell, or no, big red non-creature slingy thing. Because again, you don't have to be instants and sorceries. I don't know how that, like Cloud Key itself deals damage, I suppose, with the commander, and also discounts anything I choose to like name. But I don't think there's like a cohesive, definitive type. This could vary game to game, and maybe that's wrong. Maybe it should be more into one kind of thing, but in order to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see this working. Let's try. I don't really even have much to say about it because I don't know. Oh, what I do know is we got cards banned. That's why I left this open. I'll say this right, just real quick. Force of Will, Subtlety, The 2 extra turns at 5 mana, Wash Away, and Ugin's Labyrinth all got banned in non-ranked Brawl. So all the blue free spells except, I guess, Daze, and then the 2 extra turns at 5 mana are now not part of this format, which is pretty nice, I suppose. You get a mythic for each one you had, like not each copy, but just if you had one. And then Ugin's Labyrinth, which I didn't really see a lot of at all. So, yep, blue doesn't have turn 0 wins anymore. I think, unless they play Tamiyo. Surprised it didn't ban Ragavan, though. Kinda surprised it didn't ban Ragavan. Well, I want to win the game. Competitive Brawl. What do you mean play competitive Brawl? Why are we making this harder on me? I know I'm in normal Brawl. I don't want to play competitive Brawl. I want to win the game. I don't want to lose against Eureka for 20 hours. Or Katara. Although Katara doesn't have Force of Will, we're sort of free. Still Katara, though. Well, I have a Gemstone Cavern. You know what? For the first hand, this is actually kind of fine. Whenever you draw, opponent does stuff. Alright, let's do... Strike it rich? No. Pillar of Flame, probably. Yeah. But it really had to go out of the way to make sure they crack this on the end step. Okay. Alright. Some people. Wait, why does it not? I wish it auto-passed when I did that. Thoughtseize. Can't say I'm too concerned about that. It'd probably take Burgi, which sure. I can still play the other stuff. Oh no, it doesn't take Burgi. Okay, that's fair. I'll just play it. I'm not going to play it as the Horn. I don't think that's realistic. Especially when I just don't have any cards in my hand. Urabrask, that's pretty nice. Let's play Urabrask so I don't lose 2 counterspell. Vampiric Tutor. Oh. Damnation, I lose? Same thing. Let's play... Whatever. That one. Oh, end of your next turn. I thought it was end of the turn. Alright, it's a little bit more reasonable to actually cast the spell that you chose. Getting in for 5 is quite significant. That just worked. Oh, wait, are we going to win this? Hold on. Wait a minute. This is closer than it should be. Opponent. Oh, no. You have to, they have to counter this. Okay, there we go. Oh, they took damage. The Tarfire's lethal. Oh. Oh no. Okay, desperation. Removal spell doesn't do it. Counter spell. They don't. They have 1 blue. We just won. I can't believe that. Oh, okay. All right. Mine just happened. That was the first game. Also, I misread it. I guess I'll say this now because I did misread this. We won our first game. We should just stop. We should just stop right now, actually, so I can just stick with that and say it did something. But I said good luck casting a spell with the first paragraph, but you can cast it the next turn, so you have time to actually cast the spell. I thought it was in the same turn. Okay. Moving on. What was my opponent's commander? Was it Esper thing? They can't even find anything anymore. Like they can't find uh like there's no Force of Will out. I wonder why they had these cards last that long and then like I'm sure the competitive queue is actually faster. I kind of hope it's faster. I haven't actually played the competitive queue since it came back. It resets in like what, 2 days? Do you get anything for going to Mythic? I think you get like what do you get? I think you get like another pack or something at the monthly reset. This is the hexproof one until it swings. Wait a minute, my opponent's name is Dragonlord Ojutai? Alright. We have a... We have a... That's funny. We have a really down-to-earth Dragonlord Ojutai player. There's a lot that can go wrong with this hand, but I don't feel like mulliganing. I'm sure this person has this deck figured out to a T. Seeing how their name is Dragonlord Ojutai. So they put a space in the name. Bit of a misplay. This seems really stupid. Yeah, alright, let's not, like, 3-for-1 ourselves and then just get hit by, whatever. Looks like they immediately have Swords of Plowshares. What on earth is Robe of Stars? Interesting. I like it. I guess I'll play Chandra? This is the most open window I could ask for. And then just play this thing? Alright, well. Here you go. Opponent. Opponent. Okay, that is maybe not the most appealing use of that card. But that is what my opponent did. So I can play Seething Song now and then exile it and cast it again. Can I play this first? If I play, hold on, let me have to think. I play this. No, I can't. So I should just do this now. And if it isn't good enough, it's everyone else's fault. Let's play this. I'd like to save up my spells for the amulet, or if Thor gets hit by the, what I believe is Swords of Plowshares, have something to do. Alright, I like how my opponent just doesn't respect this. Pretty reasonable. Go ahead and tap that, play this. Did I play a land yet? I did not. I have to play this now, otherwise it's gone forever. And there's not a big incentive to play the other cards. Let's see if there's something on top that matters. I don't need that anymore. We got big enough to swing, which is 6 damage. 6 damage. And yep, I'm gonna send it. And then they probably have Swords of Plowshares, but we got our front-loaded damage. And then I have 4 more. No, I was missing... I had 4, 5, 6 mana. Okay, they just straight up have Vigilance. I had... No, wait, I had 5 mana? Didn't I have 5 mana last turn? At least I thought I did. Well, I'll never swing again. What does this do? That is not a great solution to Thor. Or any commander. Doesn't that give me another trigger? I don't really have anything to do with it, though. This is 0. It won't deal damage. Suppose I'll just cast it now. And then there's not a major incentive to hold the land. Oh no, but I'd have to cast Ritual. I didn't want to cast Ritual that turn. Was the point of doing that. Alright, well, I can cast it again if there's a counterspell. Of course there's a counterspell, why wouldn't there be? And then do nothing. Because I need 4 charge counters, so I just don't want to. I didn't want to cast those, and this is actually an example as why I didn't want to cast them. We're going to find ourselves in this position. They Rivers Rebuke me. Suppose that is another reason to not want to cast that. Alright, that's not ideal. The rest of that doesn't matter, I don't think. They could have... Oh no, this is a sorcery, never mind. If you're going to do it, I suppose that's the time to do it. So, land... This thing... Wait, can I play... There isn't a major incentive to cast my commander. I really want a Galvanic Blast with my commander, so if that's the case, we'll just do this. Already played a land. I mean, it's my last turn and my opponent has a bunch of cards in their hand. So it's probably over. Does this do anything? Nope. So let's play our commander. Yay. Which I don't even think is lethal. It's one off lethal. Okay. I could have, well, suppose it's roughly the same. It's kind of the same. Oh! No way. What is happening? What is happening? What's happening? What's happening? Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Hey, we got Ragavan. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. They could have drew a card first, because you don't know what you're going to draw. Wait a minute, what? Active player at the beginning of your end step, 1 damage to each player. Doesn't it help me? I feel like that helps me. I'm not gonna interact with that. What does this do? Whenever you lose a life. Yeah, I feel like them losing life is what I want. Unless I don't know. So I play this, I plus for red. And I think I kill both of their creatures. Because it's really depressing to have that happen to you. So I am going to do this. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. We still have a lead in life total. Of course, yeah. Like, I was going to say there's very few outs to that, but of course. This adds 4 mana, so it nets me 1, and then I can play Kindling. It's kind of not the most exciting thing, but I gotta do it. Or I think I should do it. It's another thing that is extremely hard to deal with. Let me read this. Okay. It's not free. It's not a free spell. Each creature and each player. What does this do? Okay, this is a pretty lame pile of cards then. I guess I'll take that one. Play a land and play my commander? Yeah, why not? If they're obsessed with removal, then I'm gonna do that. And take Jeska's Will or Lightning Bolt? I think I'll take Jeska's Will because I still have Kindling to potentially actually do something. They're out of removal? Opponent. Uh-oh. Oh, that's kind of cool, though. That's pretty cool. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay. We haven't lost yet. Oh, we haven't lost yet. Wait, we played against the content creator, you said? Was it the first opponent? Who was it? I only played 3 people. It couldn't have been the person named Dragon Lord Ojitai. Was it the Esper person? Was it that opponent just there? I didn't see their name. Hmm. Well, we got him. We scammed him. Oh, we scammed him. Look, they snuffed out Ragavan. It's only fair. I cannot kill that, and they're on the play. Why does this thing want to be in my hand all the time? They were live streaming until that game, and now they're probably not going to stream anymore. They did not play their commander. Okay, I am confused. By all means, interact with my 2-1. Probably could have played the medallion as well. I don't know why they didn't play their commander. Maybe Lightning Bolt is just so annoying you just don't want to ever have that happen. I'm not sure. I don't know what costs 1. Okay. Another interesting decision, maybe? I feel like that's not what I would have done, but okay. Alright, apparently now's the time. I can't realistically do anything. Whatever. That like has to be a counter spell. Otherwise, what they did made no sense. I could probably just scoop right now, because I can't do anything. Yeah, alright. This is becoming self-evident. Alright, finally lost. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Okay. Thrill of Possibility. That gets rid of Blood Moon. I don't think I like this hand. Oh, yes. Of course. Yay, talent. I'm not going to play Shove Aside yet. But I can... I don't know. I don't think so. I think all the burn spells I want in my deck have to go face. They banned Force of Will, but they didn't ban the green 1-drop on the play into a 3-drop I win immediately. The mirror is tapping for mana. That's what the mirror is doing. Okay. I guess I could just cast Bolt Wave turn 1. There's no reason to. I can just sit with it in my hand. It's not doing anything, so. Oh, look, it's the same opener with the same commander. Does it have a 3-drop on turn 2? Of course it does. Is it a must-answer threat that I can't kill? Of course it is. So I can cast my commander, and then just lose to infinite mana from the opponent, which doesn't seem like a good idea, so I'll just cast this instead. Lightning Bolt? Nope. Somehow have nothing? And then you wonder why I concede to a green 1 into 3. Because it's just going to waste my time. I can play this and then concede. Alright. Have conceded right to the druid there. Waste of my time. Yeah, they went. We were just back to the green hell. I said blue finally caught up to green because of all the degen spells they got, and then they banned them all. So it's back to green, being alone at the top. They're all right with it. I don't know why. I would like to not see the green 1-drops. Can we just get rid of those? I don't know how a turn 2 win playing Cultivate on turn 2 is any better than Force of Will. We now just have definitively the old thing is the best. You could make the argument that Force of Will and stuff. I mean, that's kind of like the answer, right? Like, you have those cards, but no, it's just not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, I guess I could have killed one of their creatures. Their Gaia's Cradle. Why did they play this first? What am I to make of that? I don't know what I'm to make of that. Oh, we gotta love protection from your opponent. What am I doing this turn? This and hope that... I don't know. Why would they play this first? Was it Hammer? Did they play Hammer? Hammer doesn't seem to make sense in this deck. Curse of Silence? Okay. Not worried about that. Lion Sash? Why do we discount Lion Sash? That leaves me a bit puzzled. Okay, let's play Virgie. I don't get this. They could have, like, played Cloud and then, honestly, could have grabbed Hammer. What are they named? Human? Okay, I don't know why they had to think about that. It seems pretty... pretty easy. I think there's any other conceivable thing that ever makes sense there. I can play this and then lose the game. I can play this. Play this. And then believe in the top of my deck. Yeah, I didn't find a red source. I really didn't want to use the treasure token, but I probably have to Galvanic Blast their equip target. Oh, I can't, because they just pay 2 twice. I can't do that. I mean, I'm gonna cast it anyways, but it doesn't, like, fundamentally save me. They can just equip again. They can also leave this in the graveyard for Lion Sash. Nope. Six. Still can't cast my commander. I thought this just got banned. Didn't someone say this just got banned? One of you said this got banned. You lied. You lied to me. I have, like, no solution to anything. Does this actually survives my opponent's attack? I can play it to specifically survive the oh, Labyrinth, not Library. This survive the thing there. So they can have another equipment. I'd say it's fairly likely, but at least they don't go face with it. But I have nothing going on next turn. Okay, my opponent unfortunately doesn't hit the Chandra, which probably is very, very correct. Hate to see it. I'm not quite sure why this deck plays this, other than it's just free, because it's a monocolor deck and it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't seem like Cloud will ever actually draw from it. Like, you can't even play Cloud on turn 2 if you play this to draw turn 1. So I don't really see the interest appeal. Alright, we've seen lay down arms and we've also seen swords. So I'm going to assume that means there can't possibly be another spell that interacts with Thor. It's literally impossible. It just can't happen. The only one that helps me is this one. Oh, they have Lion Sash, right. There's nothing I could have done anyways. Nothing I could have done about that. Oh, and there's just another removal spell, of course. Why not, right? Why not? Just have it all. Just have it all. Alright, you got it. Have it all, opponent. 3 1-mana removal spells in Cloud. I forgot about the Lion Sash. I probably could have conceded it to the Lion Sash. Totally forgot it existed. Totally forgot it existed. Yeah, I don't see Ugin's Labyrinth, but they really do not like Ancient Tomb, so I guess it makes sense. They don't like the double mana stuff. And, like, it's one of those cards that if you have it on turn 1 and the perfect 7, you're just so incredibly far ahead. It feels like your opponent never got to play. Like those spiky high roll openers. Which, surprise, surprise, Library of Alexandria is not really one of those. Okay. Fabled Passage on turn 1. Someone who doesn't crack it on my end step. Oh my goodness. Is this a 0-4? Yep. No hesitation. Could play Flame Slash, I guess. Let's play this. That one can't die. Yeah, don't think there's a reason to swing. Let's play Primal Amulet. Can we not have a removal spell? No, that's kind of annoying. Alright. This is obviously over. Entertain this any longer? Yeah, it's just Ancient Tomb. That's the only thing that would make sense. I'm the library player now. That just discounts exile spells, right? No, it discounts everything. Oh, made it this far. Arm Scavenger? Are there any good equipment, though? Maybe not. I mean, this is hardly a storm deck, so this seems weird. Oh, right, you can't see the list of options. Whatever, who cares? Hardly consider this a storm deck. Yeah, I just don't like Bolt Wave. Mm-hmm. Well, that was their reasoning. That's the only reason to ban it, is because it's basically Ancient Tomb. That's kind of self-evident. It's not because it doesn't do anything 20 times, because it's spiky. And 1 out of every, like, 20 games you just win on turn 1 with Ancient Tomb. That doesn't do anything. Do I play that? No, I think we just chill with the library, right? Yeah, we just chill with the library. Oh, come on, opponent. What are you doing? Stop being mean. Alright, well, there goes the library, but maybe we can win by Blood Moon Scam. Looks like that's a resounding yes. I'm not going to play Party Threat. Do you have to discard? You may discard. Alright, you don't have to discard, so I guess I will play it. Too easy. Too easy. Oh, yes. Opponent, you should have played around it with your Polluted Delta. Oh, I should have played around it. Tragic. Just how we drew it up. Oh, Blood Moon. You're so just... Yeah, I actually, because they banned what they just did, I am convinced we're going to see another one soon. It's not going to be green 1-drops, there's no way. The dream can't be real, but they'll do something. It feels like it. Yeah, you didn't read that comic? Blood Moon Thor? Blood Thor? Bombardment? Arcane Bombardment? Does this go? Of course it doesn't. Pyrokinesis, I guess. 1 ring. Was I on the play? Shoot. Galvanic Blast. I wonder if they actually just send it. They do, alright. I probably would too. Like, how do you not just send Real Fellows? Or rather, why would you not send Real Fellows? Okay, one of the better possible top decks there. Does it let you cast mountains? I don't know. Well, you gotta, yeah, I was about to say, you have to crack that. You can't swing with it. So, exile the top card. If it's red, you cast it. Alright, I don't get the thing I needed. I think I do just do that. Who knows what happens. Fire Crystal. Alright, tragic. So, I can Chain Lightning nothing. Alright. Kinda tragic. Just missed the land drop. They do get rid of this. It was kind of worth something, maybe, to just stay in play as a Minotaur there. But Pyrokinesis is better now, I suppose. Either way, they get mana. It doesn't really matter how they do it. Oh, a little too late for that one. Oh, no, I can maybe do something. Let's Chain Lightning Real Fellows. play this and clench butt cheek. Just 4 damage. Wait, we have Fury, right? Maybe I should play Fury as well. I didn't come here to not play Rofellos. Yeah, you know what? That is true. They're in 6-drop territory now, though. They can maybe just get away with not playing the Rofellos, but I guess not. I guess not. Okay, I can play my commander and then, like, not cast anything in my graveyard with it. I will play my commander, though. And then I will 100% Pyrokinesis, because I'd like to have the game continue. Exile a red card. I suppose that red card will be... Shrapnel Blast. I think the other cards have merit. And then that goes face. Look at that. 6 damage. We did it. What do we got? I mean, they can just hardcast dumb stuff, so... Okay, what does that do? Other creatures have trample. Non-token enters, it gets haste. So they get trample and haste. Okay. I can play this, assume I will not get one-shot. We can play Goldspan Dragon. Have a fair degree of confidence that we will not die in one attack. And this taps for 2 red. Oh no, we just had the Mana Dork anyways. We have the Mana Dork. Oh wait, no. I don't know how to think. Never mind. I won off still. Come on. One time. Can I cast that? There's any way to cast that? No. Just take our time here. No way to cast that. Alright. Tragic. One off. One off. Oh, alright. They have to kill Chandra though. And stop the board. They have to do the impossible. Come on. That's not it. That's not gonna do it. Need something else. Not gonna do it. We dunking on Rofellos? Looking like it. Kinda looking like it. We dunked on Rofellos. Too easy. Too easy. Who would have guessed? Thor just dunking on him. All it took was shock, chain lightning, pyrokinesis. To kill it over and over and over. But yeah, we have the 1 ring next turn, but I didn't even need it because they're just dead. They just have to kill me somehow. I probably could have played the 1 ring and still presented lethal the next turn, maybe. Because this does deal 4 damage to the face when cast. Instead of the Goldspan Dragon, and then like, if something bad happens, I have Goldspan to cast. Yeah, maybe it was actually better to just cast the 1 ring right there. To shore up any insane lethal thing that may or may not happen. Sweet. Yeah, we've had the same argument with a few cards in here, but sometimes they work. Sometimes they just work. And we're full send. We're full send. Have I needed Shrapnel Blast? Maddening Hex? Is that the 3-mana curse? That card has beaten me a couple times. Or at least 1 game I remember it beating me. Oh, I don't own it. Rip. Well, I am going to craft it, but... I have lost to this. There are a fair amount of decks that don't care. Especially now that we've lost... like blue decks lost all the forces and stuff. They have less rolls that they hit here. Mystic's Mastery? We exile with our commander. I'm thinking Primal Amulet kind of sucks. Maybe. I'm like never, ever, ever going to flip this card. I think we can take out Primal Amulet. The discount is nice, but it only discounts spells. It doesn't discount everything like Ruby Medallion. I'm never flipping that. Seems so unrealistic. Even if I do flip it, it sometimes just doesn't even matter. Alright, that's fine. When in doubt, take out a 4-mana mana rock and add a 6-mana enchantment. Untimely Malfunction? I don't think I need a redirect, right? If you cast your second spell each turn, exiles on the top until you cast a non-land card. Well, it's a rare. We're already this deep in it. It's a new card. Tablet of Discovery. Yeah, sure. That's cool. I don't think I like Fire Emancipation as much. Yeah, I'm going to play without Emancipation. I actually haven't needed it to win a single game. Other than, I suppose, it being a 6-mana deal 6. Which is not great. Could probably take out another land as well. How many lands are in here? 38? Yeah, that's fine. I haven't had Emancipation in play and smack someone for like 18. Okay. It itself does deal 6 damage, though. That might matter. We've gotten away with more than I think we normally would have historically. But hey, you know what? Force of Will's gone. Maybe that's half the reason. Is Katara bad? Has anyone played Katara? Did it survive? It surely survived, right? We're not back to Baral. The Dark Ages. It's probably still fine. It still has Days. Days is cool. It just doesn't have, you know, I can tap out every single game and still win the game. Spells. Oh, hey, there it is. All right, it must be around still. Must be around still. I can lightning bolt it and then I can lose. So let's move on from that. I can play a mana rock and then lose. That seems kind of interesting. Oh, even faster. Sapphire Medallion. Okay. The old Rofellos themed Katara opener. And the game's over. Hope you all had fun. I sure did. Yay! Wasn't that fun? I had fun. Apparently that's allowed, but not Force of Will. I didn't manifest a blue player. I manifested a Katara player. I don't have a problem with blue decks. Yeah, I have an Elminster EDH deck, and it takes like 10 years to win because there's so many opponents to stop. Oh, why did I keep this? Well, too late. Oh, Squirrel Girl doesn't have the mana dork. We have a game. Unbelievable. Let's get rid of bad cards like this one. And, wait. Maybe get rid of that and this, yeah. I kind of want to dream that the goggles actually resolves in matters. Alright, well they had a mana dork anyways. Hero sees the spaghetti, get rid of you. Play that. Act like it matters. Pass the turn. So goggles, if I... What, Seething Song goggles into... something. A dream. Or I just lose because my opponent has 33 mana on turn 4. Something like that. I can play the goggles, and then I can play nothing after that. I can double Seething Song, which is also meh. Alright, well, because I can't do anything with it, I'll play this instead. It at least does a fraction of the mono green's mana production. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play problem instead of answers, yep. Does this do anything? Create X. Is there anything else we're trying to do except play mana dorks? Or is that all we do? Looks like that's all we're doing. Kinda interesting, I guess. I can double up Seething Song. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, we mimicked the green player for a second. How does this work? Whenever a spell, your first instance or sure, let's play this. Let's get Seething Song here. Replay it, kill Rofellos? No, kill the Badgermole Cub, which is actually more mana than Rofellos. And then Windmill Slam, Giant 6-drop, and kill... Face? I guess we're just going face at this point. Out of spite. Yeah, alright, face it is. Say that's as close as I could get. There's still Herp Derp Craterhoof Behemoth, and a litany of other potential problems, I'm sure. Another mana dork. Another mana dork. They're dead in the air, so... I'm not sure what this... I don't know what this does. Yep, that naturalizes the Arcane Bombardment. But it doesn't have reach. Another mana dork. Finally not a mana dork. Another mana dork. Another mana dork, sort of. Alright, you're wrecked. Sweet. I beat mono green doing whatever this is. Look at that. I went ahead. Omniscience, starting turn like 5. I don't know why you play this if every single creature in your deck already does this. I don't know why they're playing that. I guess with your commander you get slightly more mana, but you don't seem like you get it when it matters. You get it like later. So I'm not sure. Maybe there's something else going on here. They just give the squirrels the same mana dork thing that they had an extreme desire to do. Well, this is the best thing to do in the format, so I don't blame them. This is the celebration that green players are doing right now because Force of Will got banned. Alright, yeah. Love to see it, maybe. Infinite squirrels? Oh. You have to give them haste, don't you? How do you give them haste? Oh, so you have to give them haste and then it matters? Alright, well, I suppose I can see it. So here, if they don't one-shot me with the Emrakul combo, we have an extra turn to actually play the game, which could matter. I think we're just gonna glimpse here and get the whatever it's called. That was not a great top 3, so that worked out quite nice. So we Goldspan, and then we start to harass them with Goldspan. Maybe make something of it later. Alright, Goldspan, you need to make infinite mana, buddy. Yeah, 256 is the token limit. That is correct. Here is to hoping it actually is Emrakul, because I don't die in one attack. And then I can... Oh, does Blood Moon do anything, please? No, it isn't. Alright, also it isn't actually a Emrakul deck. Tragic. So let's play... Guess we just play this. Get rid of Gemstone Cavern. And then play land, and then play commander. And then grab big score again. I think that's the most promising of the bunch. And if it isn't, it's flame chat. Oh, I got a braid! I got a braid! Okay, a braid. Okay, alright. Life is good. Okay, we have 4 mana. We found another 4 damage. Which, it doesn't matter. They're dead next turn anyways, but... Can't take it with me. Oh, the mana race against Ralph and Mikey. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, that was the best turn I've ever taken in 2026. Oh. This deck is nothing but dopamine. I shouldn't be able to get away with any of this. What is happening? Opponent's still in it to win it. They don't realize. The red deck made more mana. They can't comprehend it. Oh, they're just casting their spells so they concede. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, their braid was just illegal. Actually illegal. Would Winter Moon have mattered? Maybe we can play Winter Moon? Yeah, maybe. You think you like Atali more? No, I like Ralph and Mikey more. At least in 1v1. I don't know. In multiplayer, Atali is like a CEDH degen fest, but in 1v1, I like Ralph and Mikey. It is extremely vulnerable, but there are a ton of very bad Atali hits. What was I gonna do? I don't remember. Winter Moon. So close. I could play Suplex as well. How do you spell Suplex? Is it two P's? I don't know how to spell Suplex. Supplex. Supperplex. You think Ralph and Mikey's a better CEDH commander? Really? How'd you get away with that? I don't see that at all. It doesn't do anything with food chain or... There's so many ways to combo with the Tali. You can't really do that with Ralph and Mikey. What's the I win the game creature? Like, what do you do in CEDH with Ralph and Mikey? Haven't seen it, therefore isn't real. You bought... Oh, you got Mind Stone on your birth miss? Oh, huge. Huge if true. Why do we... Look, every time I go to the creation thing, the deck builder, I don't need new goofy things. At the beginning of your first main phase, do stuff whenever you play a land anywhere other than your hand. That was kind of neat. I could, like, play that instead of Thrill of Possibility. Why not? Why not? Yeah, it's just a mana rock. Which automatically means it's one of the best cards in mono white. Just instantly. It could literally tap for colorless, and it would probably be one of the better cards in a mono white deck. Because it costs 2. Specifically because it costs 2 mana. And for no other reason. Maybe Burgee sucks. I said we're not a Storm deck. Burgee's kind of like me. I suppose there's the backside of it. She does have the backside. They matter. It did matter one game. Razorkin something? Nah. I'm not really interested in doing damage. It all happens at kind of the same time. I don't need, like, you took 3 because you Orcish Bowmaster or something. I don't... It seems to all happen at the same time. I don't really care for the chip damage. Yeah, I keep staring at Cloud Key. And I keep saying, barely, just barely. Maybe it's time. They've actually separated the two formats, like, legitimately now, it feels. Like, maybe this one can get away with funnier stuff. Artisan's Talent? Maybe. Kind of busy trying to take cards out. Mono red with Ragavan feels dirty. You got it backwards, my guy. You got it backwards. How do I... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait 1 second. That Spider-Man swill out of here. Yeah, I'm not playing that. This is interesting though. This is actually kind of interesting. So random though. You could hit like suplex and then. What is retrace? That's not rebound. What is retrace? Discarding a land. You know what? Whatever. Maybe Bombardment's asking way too much. This is not all spells. It is only spells. And our commander gets in the way of those spells. Kind of. Because it like exiles one. Yeah, Fire Crystal has been kind of like not great. But it's still a mana rock. Still a mana rock. I don't hate it. I think I'm going to try without Bombardment. I think it's a little... It's only spells. We have more going on. It's the same with Cloud Key. Oh, I forgot about Fury. Oh, shoot. I don't know. It's funny. It's Atali. It's just an Atali trigger, right? We like that. I like that. You know what? I'm going to take out Ragavan. I feel like every time it wins, it has nothing to do with the rest of the deck. Which I say every time about Ragavan, so... Nothing new there. Could get rid of Cathartic Reunion too? Sure. Looks kind of lame. I don't really do anything with my graveyard. I don't think this is a Mizzix Mastery deck, so... Yaburgi also has been a little weird. Certainly not the same as the other. Like, actually, most of the times, I think I would almost prefer to be a Mana Rock. Could play Burst. Burst Lightning's already in here. There's a lot of turns in games I only cast like one spell a turn, and then like the Fire Crystal is better off being a Mana Rock that taps for 2 instead of 1. What does Urbaz flip into, though? Wait, how do you flip it? Okay, we can't. 3 damage to each opponent. Yeah, alright, I can't flip it. I think that's a relic of a different potential idea that might have happened when we were building it. Redirect? Isn't that banned? One of them is, right? I thought one of these was banned. Maybe I'm thinking of the red one. What's the red? What is the red one? It sucks that it's still... I mean, it's funny. It's funny. If I... Deflecting SWAT. Yeah, that's it. What if I took out all the creatures except Godo, and then Faceless Agent was another way to get Godo? Huh? Huh? Thud, maybe? Why is this a mythic? Exiles until you get an 8 drop? The Discover 8 thing? Or the... whatever. Whatever 8 thing? Kaldara Breaker? How many mountains are in here? Oh, I want to play Kaldara Breaker now. I don't care. I'm playing Kaldara, but you literally can't stop me. There's 32 mountains. I'm playing this. I don't care. Oh, we can play Valakut? I don't... Are we ever actually gonna... Breaching the Dragon's Storm? 8 or less. Yeah, so it's a Discover 8. It's like literally Discover 8, but worded odd. I don't know why they worded like that. Underworld Breach is kind of neat too. Yeah, this copies the exiled card with my commander. It's kind of like the goggles. I don't want these. I think I have too many of these they only do something once I've done the thing cards. Like, I'm kind of preoccupied on doing the thing with this more than I am doing it twice with it. I'm gonna maybe hold off on another grindy 5-drop that doesn't do anything. Unless I have the stars align. Alright, let's play more games. Koth is cool too. Yeah, I like Koth. I'd probably find a way to put Godo in here first if I...
Well, see, actually, you know what? We can't ever get to Godom. Well, no, yes, we can. We have like Seething Song and stuff. Like there was a game I had like 10 mana from a Seething Song. Yeah, the Red Virtue. It's you exile per damage, right? With that. Yeah, it is. It is another grindy 5-minute enchantment. It certainly is. Yeah, maybe we can get to 11 mana. I gotta pay more attention to our games. I have no idea what this is. Dr. Doom, King of Latvia. Whenever you discard one or more land cards. What? Alright, that's neat. Let's keep this. Bask in my mountain opponent. We do have 2 scam cards in here. We got some moons. We can moon them. Do I survive Thoughtseize? Oh, let's see. It was Thoughtseize. I don't know what my opponent does here. I have absolutely no idea. Every single card makes sense. All right. Good thing this is a 3/3. Whenever you discard a land, how do you ever do that? Beginning of combat, target villain gets menace. This is so weird. What do you do? Can't be blocked, and it flips into... I'm convinced generic villainy is something I should just cast spells at. Oh, no Blood Moon. Oh, so close yet so far. Alright. 3/1/1s, let's go. Would have actually liked a fair amount of what I just put in my graveyard, but that's alright. We're not here to feel good about things. I really want to play the goggles and then have very scary top decks. Double Glimpse is not that exciting with Thor. Arena of Glory, what does that mean? That means we want to give this haste. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it costs 4. Never mind. I thought it cost... Yeah, alright, never mind. Alright, I would not want to give that haste either. Fury just kills it. Sorry, opponent. But this card exists. Get in there with 1/0/1. Actually, I should have swung with both. I have a quest to swing like 75 creatures. Whoops. What targets 3 creatures? Fire Covenant? Okay. I like that card. I like that card. So I will play Pyromancer's Goggles. Hell yeah, look at that. I can double Chain Lightning. I really think we're going to go for Glimpse, though. If my opponent isn't going to do anything, then I'm not either. By all means, counter this. Come on. Come on. Alright, that's fine. Cryptic Command, very interesting. Well, actually, my opponent's entire deck is interesting so far. Looks like there's a castable spell when a creature has resolved. Lightning Bolt? No, not Lightning. Chevicide, maybe? Flame Torchy card thing? Literally nothing. Alright, beautiful. I can cast this 16 times. This is the first time. I believe even if it dies, I still get the card. So. And I don't cast the card this turn. I don't think they should kill this now. I really don't think they should kill this right now. But it looks like they really want to. I probably wouldn't do that. And I will cast Glimpse next turn. So, because I want to actually, like, play the cards I find. Cryptic Command is nuts. This is where we've gone since Force of Will got banned. Well, you can't play Grixis Control forever. You gotta do some villainy thing. You started off with villains. Well, I guess that doesn't kill Thor, so you might as well. Alright. I can see it. Let's go ahead and double Glimpse, because that's a pretty good thing to do. Casual 6 cards. I think I'm going to play Kindling and let this exist. I think that's what we're doing. Play this, we play this. It does suck though, because I don't want to lose both of these, but Kindling is infinite, like, cards, and that probably outweighs the everything else I could do. Oh yeah, and I also get these dudes. Forgot. I almost don't want to block, but I probably just should. Probably fine. Oh, they go into the graveyard. They go to the grave. I keep thinking Glimpse exiles cards. I don't know why I keep thinking that. It does not exile cards. I can actually Glimpse again. I can Glimpse again. Oh my goodness. Opponent has to... They gotta find a way to stop me here. This is not a villain, even though it does villainous things. I can suplex it. Okay, yeah. Probably a problem. I mean, even this hitting a spell with the goggles is going to be a problem. Oh, beautiful. Love it. Beautiful. This went from, like, a Disneyland Dream deck to it actually does stuff. And I hadn't changed it that much. I'm also seeing interesting opponents. That's ideal. Pretty ideal. Imagine my opponent had Force of Will in their deck, and Subtlety, and Llanowar Rails. No, they didn't have full counter spells. They wouldn't have cast Fury. I don't really know what was going on in their hand, but there were no lands in it, so I'm not really sure. How they just felt like they couldn't do anything with 5 mana? Seems nuts. Probably no enchantment removal, but still. Oh, these Qs. Oh my goodness. We've attacked with 14 creatures. I don't love it. I did all the Avengers achievements all in one day. It was one of the, what was it? The day after the... What was the first commander I played? I don't remember anything. What was this? Tough? Tough. Oh yeah, it's white. Oh, sorry, opponent. Why did they tap the gene pollinator? That was not necessary. Let's play... Jessica's Will is only for 3 and is probably going to get lower and lower. Strike it rich. Yeah, I'll just play the thing. It's probably not going to get the card out of it. Jessica's Will for 3 into nothing. Alright. Well, the board state isn't me being dead. That's pretty cool. We like that. Do I have a spell in here? No, not really. I have to change a lot of my decks, actually, because they all have Force of Will. I think you can play Bruce Banner in ranked, though. Phoenix down. Artifact land. Exile this artifact, choose... Okay, let's... Yep. We can just play the funny. This seems a little whimsical, but I'm gonna cast it. I refuse to believe you have an answer. Okay, this probably just wins. I don't know what it is that it wins with, but it probably just wins. Alright, Oswald, I probably just lose. I didn't lose. Why are we playing Urborg? Okay. A lot of lands. Oh. Well, there goes that. I cannot suplex this. Literally can't suplex it, so... What does that do? That doesn't currently matter. Okay, I guess. I don't think that changed anything. I'm just doing a whole bunch of random stuff and I'm just still in the game for some reason. Kind of strange. Still no land. So I can play Galvanic Blast and kill nothing because they just get it back. Return this creature to the battlefield. Yeah, there's no killing anything. Target that anyways. Okay, that was a strange game. That was a good draw. That was also a good draw. Let's do this and poke, I guess. What do I get rid of? I think I get rid of Pillar of Flame. And I still don't want to cast the Faithless City. Maybe I should. Okay. Oh, no Fury for us here. Fury was, suppose, another good draw. That stops my commander? But it doesn't stop Goldspan Dragon. I can put Fury into play, but that seems weird. I could put it into play and then it would just sit in play and not do anything. Wintermoon is extremely good here, but actually, you know what? It's not as good as it was a second ago. Because why would it be? Relevant card? Burst Lightning. Not super relevant. Let's play that. I could still just play Thor. I guess, maybe? Hard to say no to that. Yeah, we can just play Thor. And if my opponent has a sweeper, I mean, you're out of your mind. Alright, just have it in play. Yeah, Wintermoon not nearly as good as it could have been. Or, again, nothing matters because mono green. Oh, that sure was a turn. Not sure what to do now. Excuse me. 6 plus 4, 10. No, not enough. Do we have another ETB thing to actually do with Elish Norn? Why did my opponent just do that? Is there something I don't understand? Did I just have... I feel like I now have a window to win where I otherwise didn't have a window to win. 6. Come on, man. I just want a card. Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Well, I guess you can do it because I don't get to draw any cards. So, yep. Am I dead? I'll trust my opponent to see if I'm dead. I'm not gonna do anything. Does any of that have haste? Okay, that does it. Losing my creatures is enough. I don't know why they tapped out. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, I'm losing, and then you just decided that maybe I could win again. I don't agree with that at all, but alright. Couldn't punish it. Could not punish it. I don't think there was any reason for them to do that. Good old mono green. Opponent was doing what I was doing. Just casting funny, dumb cards. And seeing what happened. This hits Planeswalker? It does hit Planeswalkers. This might be a hand for real. Altenac? Brain mag? What? Any card, right? Any card? Was it? You have to take the Iron Crag, I think. Yep. Yeah. Theory got a lot worse though. Like a lot worse. Let's discard Cavern. Let's take the tablet, because I can't cast the not tablet. And sure, I can always hit a land off of it. I think that's worth taking 1 potential damage. I did hit a land, look at that. Alright, well that was pretty good, actually. All things considered. That gets rid of my thing, which is sad. Dang it. That's super annoying. We can get rid of a... We can discard... yeah, I don't want to actually lose a land here. Blood Moon. Does Blood Moon hose them? It does. Oh, nice Masked Vandal. It'd be a shame if it was used a turn too early. Well, no, then they can't cast it. Then they can't cast it. Because then they don't have any red mana. Or green. Don't you force this. Okay, good. If they force a Vigor, I'd probably just like... I'd be upset. I'd be upset. Sweet. Look at that. Just how we drew it up. Just how we drew it up. That was a good party crasher. That was like a really good party crasher, actually. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's the banner. My uwu negates your card. Oh, that's a name. Not illegal. Let's play this? Yeah, sure. Opponent did not play their commander on turn 1. Led with a basic. Proceeds to play a non-basic. Proceeds to think. Malevolent Spaghetti. Alright, that's a pile. What do they take? The haste card? Sure. Makes sense to me. Let's play not Winter Moon. Oh wait, I can play a land, I guess. Sure. I'm not playing Winter Moon right now. There's no days. They don't have an island. Do you play the arena? Surely you play the arena, right? Why haven't... Wait. So far confused. I need more information. I'm about to get it. Okay, I went back to being confused. Alright, interesting. Not sure what that's all about. Moon Mist. Alright, look at that. Just Moon Mist, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Moon Mist right off the top there, huh? Well, apparently this is the best commander in the game because you always have it. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do. So, one can conclude probably nothing. Look at that. Every time. The 2 times I've seen Bruce, they've just had Moon Mist. Singleton 100 card format. How much you want to bet they're playing like really bad bite cards too in their deck? Alright, random 6/6. Oh, nope, silly me. You got it. Opponent played like a bad person, and then nothing mattered because you have Moon Mist in your opening hand. Talent. Very talented. Which I was that good. Well, 2 times I've played against Bruce Banner, and both times they have had it in their opening hand. Oh, of course. Looks like we have to ban Moon Mist now. Force Will wasn't the problem. I don't think they mulliganed. This does not look great. This does not look any better. Did my opponent keep? They kept, right? Yeah, they just kept. So I don't know what happened to them. Like, they just clicked the keep button and then they went AFK. Because they were here for the mulligan. Okay. They definitely kept their hand. I saw them keep their hand. Guess they're not here. What does this do? Moon Mist is such a funny card, too. Talk about unintended. Talk about unintended. It's also like, it prevents the damage that turn, Moon Mist, which makes it even more interesting because if they printed it for real, I feel like it would be kind of like that. Like if they made a new one, like transform all your humans or something, and then humans can't deal damage for the turn. I think that's kind of neat how it just accidentally does that. Like it self-balances because you can't actually deal 8 damage on turn 2 with Hulk. Like a balanced way of flipping it. Just as unintended. How come my opponent hasn't conceded? Where's the auto concede? What's going on here? I mean, I could still lose. They could come back and just start playing Mana Rocks. I hope it auto concedes them because we're gonna be here a while if it doesn't. Okay, I was about to say, I don't kill my opponent very quickly now, do I? Now do I? Maybe my opponent fell asleep in the queue. Guess it took too long. Oh my goodness, I just want to play Magic, please. Wizards, please. Please. Just one game, I beg of ye. That's all I want. I don't need to win it. Just one game, please. Oh man, the graveyard is real. Oh my. Maybe we have to play ranked. We get Chrome Mox. Does that offset Force of Will? I don't think it does. I'm gonna go ahead and say it doesn't. Oh, there's also subtlety. At least I can kill the one drop Yuriko plays at the beginning of every turn. Man, I can't find anyone. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Yeah, everyone just off to ranked. Oh wow. Might just have to bite the bullet. Alright, I haven't played a game in about 5 minutes, so hopefully this is a good one. What is this? Instant sorceries you control that target stuff, blah 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 stuff. Play the one that can't die to whatever my opponent wants to do to me. That's a good draw. Is it better than any other thing I could do? This early? Probably. Yeah, let's play it. Because I also can play the Ornithopter, and I definitely don't care if it dies. Looks like it will die. Happy to see that. Well, it depends what kills it. Okay, not happy to see that. Not happy to see that. That goes to Planeswalkers? Yep, it does. Probably right to... Oh, that makes life easy. Wait a minute, let's think about this. Let's play this. Let's play this and this. And then I just have Galvanic Blast. So... we can exile the top. It's a land. Excellent. I can Galvanic Blast again, and it is quite significant here in this spot. Could also technically have had a land in my hand right now. No, it has to be a red card. It doesn't let you play lands. Doesn't let you play lands. Demolition Field. Science. They can't play their commander, it just dies. Which then maybe they feel bad because they can't do anything. We'll take action. There's cards to put in the graveyard that makes sense to put in the graveyard. Card off the top. Come on. Have I hit with that Chandra yet? Alright, there's no reason to play mine, so I'll just do this. That's fine. I like doing that. Get rid of... This is a 4/4? How... No, we can get rid of a Braid. And I will play the land.
I will play the land. Visions. That would have been nice. I think it's still right to play lands. I don't expect this to sit and play alive the whole time and might have to cast it more than twice even. But it does make the Celestials annoying. Don't you mouse over my Chandra? Is my opponent reading Chandra? Oh, they look like they were reading it. They had one of their own in play. Maybe they're gonna shock it? No, that doesn't work. Alright, we're in there. Another, like, come on! Do I play that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 mana. I really think I should play this land, but I guess we can be slightly more stubborn. Okay, more lands, sure. More mousing over Chandra. They could just play their commander. I can't kill it. I do. Probably a good idea. I found a way to kill it. I'm sorry, opponent. Spoke too soon. Tragic. Wonder if I should even be blessing this. Let's do the thing. See, this is kind of sad, though. I lose Metalcraft, which I suppose means I just get rid of the Metalcraft card. Do I expect a haste threat? I don't think so. Is it day or is it night? It's day. No spells, it becomes night. Did I play a spell? I did. Alright, let's do the thing. Now day. Another land! Oh my god. I'm not sure I'm ultimating the Chandra. It's only 5 cards, right? Red spells from among them. Surely I'm bound to hit one of them, but I can just keep plussing it. I don't really need 5 spells. I think I'm ahead. I have a 5/5 that is stopping their commander from doing stuff. They're thinking every turn for a substantial amount of time, and I don't know what we're thinking about. Is it like Banefire or something like that? Just double burn spell, sure. This gives me access to... well, I guess nothing really. What is that? Come on. Anything. Okay, that's more than nothing. Let's... yeah, I'm not ultimating this. I'm not convinced that that does anything. I don't need to play my commander here, but I am kind of confident in playing a Mana Rock and arguing that that is important. Because like I said, this game could go long enough to where I cast my commander multiple times. They cannot play their commander because the Galvanic Blast stays in the graveyard. So they have to either deal with that or stop Metalcraft or ideally blow up all my artifacts. This is not going to work long term. Hieratic Ritual. Alright, for the sake of it. Okay, we got one whole card. What happens? What does it do?
Okay, that's not very exciting. Unless it kills my opponent. Is my opponent dead? I don't know. I think they're dead. Yeah, my opponent is probably dead here. Probably. Can I do... I can do that first. Okay, they're dead, yeah. Well, that was a cool lethal. We'll kill him with this. I don't even want to. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't even want to kill my opponent. I kind of want to actually just cast it and do stuff, but it only hit one spell. It was land, mana rock. Yeah, there's so many mana rocks and stuff that just aren't red in this deck that Chandra's not going crazy, but I mean, it still did something, right? Still did something. I'm sure my opponent has a lot more spells than me that care about it. Mizzium Mortars. Wow. Mizzium Mortars. That is pretty interesting. How much damage was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10? Did I do 10 damage? No, 10 plus 4, 14. Plus another 5. I did 19 damage right there. Sweet. Even hitting just one spell, I did 19 damage. Well, that one spell was a lot of spells. To be fair, that one spell was a lot of spells combined. It's mana spent on them, or the casting cost of the spell? I don't remember how the kindling or the Chandra ultimate read. Okay, that's not a real hand. This is a hand. Just oh so barely. Is this the Tarmogoyf thing? It is. This is the Tarmogoyf thing. I haven't played this yet. Perilous Iteration? Whoa. I only play that in Arclight Phoenix and whatchamacallit. Let's play this, because I really want to play this Caldara Breaker. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Also, I should have swung. Tragic. Cyclops isn't in this set, like as a card. Is there not an X-Man set coming out or something? I thought the X-Man set was like the second Marvel set later in the year. I don't know. I struggle to pay attention to the Fortnite sets. Also, my opponent conceded. Sweet. Starbreaker, look at it. The psychic damage. Didn't even just see it. Didn't even need to see it. Looks like I'm going to have to bust out the chessboard for the queue times now, moving forward. I can steal shrines and then lose. I can lightning bolt and then still lose. That's cool. Manadork? Maybe? Okay, that actually happened. Sweet. Maybe I wanted to bolt that. Although I would need more than these artifacts. I did draw one, so yeah, maybe I wanted to bolt there. But killing Haibai is probably not a good idea, actually. Still, leaving myself the option is better. Probably should have bolted. What was this? Talisman? I think this deck plays 6,000 talismans. That's not a talisman. Why did we shock ourselves? What do we got over there? What are we doing? What are we doing over there? I'm gonna upkeep Lightning Bolt it. Because that's probably a good idea. That way they can't actually defend it and also use it to cast High Buy in the same turn. If they had like a Spell Pierce or something. Basic Mountain, basic... well, the Forest makes sense, but basic Mountain, Hollowed Fountain? Huh. Can I redirect that? I guess I can redirect that? This is weird. And also very funny. Might as well. Yeah, might as well. Okay, they still name Thor. Let's play Goldspan Dragon. I think I play the land. I should play the land. Feels kind of lame, but I'm gonna play it. And I don't have anything going on. I don't believe they draw a card now, though. Yeah, they don't draw a card off the curse. I have Galvanic Blast, which at this point might just go face. Killing High Buy might just be a waste of time, really. Maybe it depends on the shrine they get. They could always get the oops, I win the game shrine. We've killed 2 mana dorks. 2 whole mana dorks. Apparently, they don't know what to do. Okay. They figured it out. Sure, that kind of does something, I guess. I'm just going to play Thor, and I'm just going to take the Galvanic Blast. Because I can always play it again. And I'm going to pass. And most likely Galvanic Blast their face. If they play High Buy, I could kill it, but that might not be a good idea. Okay, I will just send this now. I get 1 extra damage this way. Tarfire, not as exciting. Is there a counterspell? Must be, right? Can cast it again next turn, so... Yep, there is. I cannot pay for that because I only have 2. But I can cast it again next turn. That'd be funny if I just Galvanic blasted my opponent to death this game. That would be really funny. Sure. Go to combat first? Yeah, I'll go to combat first. I think I have to Tarfire that token, that mana dork there. Oof. I'm gonna say I do, so I'll play Fire Crystal and upkeep the Llanowar Elves. I'm going to say I have to kill Llanowar Elf, so... I don't think 2 damage from Tarfire matters. I'm going to just say this is more important. That's my TED Talk. This also saves me a mana source to cast my Commander and Galvanic Blast in the same turn cycle. I cannot give my Commander haste, right? No. I could have copied... Oh, I could have copied the Goldspan Dragon. Right? 1, 2... Yeah, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, I could not have done that. I was 1 off. Is it better to try that than cast my Commander? If it doesn't work, I don't lose the game. My opponent didn't do anything, so I'm going to make the argument that this is probably worth trying, because I have more turns to play after this turn if it doesn't work. I don't have to be all in. They gotta have something here that makes them not want to cast a 4/4. And this seems like the safest bet around said thing. And I would love for them to kill a token. And I don't know what they could flash in except Wandering Emperor, which would have to kill the 4/4 and not the permanent one anyways. Settle would be super funny. Settle would wreck... Or no, they can't have that. Aetherize? Okay, they had to target the... that one, which makes sense. They can't take 4. I agree with that. Now when I activate it again, I get my mana back because the Goldspan Dragon is mana positive now, instead of mana neutral. Sure, they didn't have to take 1 damage, but I don't think it matters. I also don't know if they can play High-Buy, because they're dead to... They're dead on board if they play High-Buy. Yeah, I think they're dead on board. Oh look, they got the best possible shrine. Imagine being that good. Can you imagine? I certainly can't. Got the best possible shrine. Of course you did. Oh yeah, my creatures have haste! I forgot. There's more text on the fire crystal. They're dead without the haste though. I just Galvanic Blast them and they're dead. Okay, so killed 3 mana dorks, got around a Swords of Plowshares and a mana leak. Oh, and a curse. And my opponent hitting the best possible oops I win the game shrine. Because of course. Of course that would be the thing you get there. What was the pile on top of it? I stared at it for a second. I was actually in disbelief. When I saw it, I figured it was the only shrine in their deck, and I was about to see like 33 cards with the revealed pile, but I only saw like 5. They get shuffled back in. They don't go to the bottom. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, this shuffles, which is kind of weird. Normally cards like this put them to the bottom, but this one just shuffles them back in. Cool. Oh, it can't. That's right. High-Buy has to shuffle, because if you don't have any shrines in your deck, you can stack your deck. Yeah. And there's probably like some degenerate combo that would take 6 years to resolve when people do it. Alright, I'm done. I shan't sully the integrity of what this was any further. I had no idea what to say about it at the beginning, because a lot of what's going on here is kind of crazy, just like completely insane, but it does work. Now, I'm not playing against Yuriko, Katara, Scythus, Kinnan, Teferi, Ajani stuff, Ragavan. Like, I'm not playing against that stuff, and they also did just ban Force of Will Subtlety and a couple other cards there, so now's the time to play this, I guess. It just works. Games are slow enough that you can win with what's going on in front of you here. I must admit. Also, side note, for those who want to do this achievement thing and haven't, The reason to do these, there's the Marvel achievement thing, they're limited time. The reason to do them is because you get cards, and I haven't actually read the cards, but you just get them. And I'm pretty sure you get 4 of each. Like, you get a playset of all the cards that you... Yeah, it says it right there at the bottom of the list. So, these are worth doing. At least the ones that give you rares are, because some of these actually do give you rares. Even if you can only play them in, like, Brawl, because I don't think these are standard cards. I don't think so, but you should probably take a gander at these. The deck I did this with, mostly in one setting, was the one setting. I suppose it is one setting, but one sitting was this, like, legendary hero spiders of each color, and Jodah lets you cast more than one every time you cast one. So it seemed like this was the fastest way to do it, and you don't really care if you win, you just cast spiders and move on. But this is what I did it with. Just did it on a second monitor while I listened to random YouTube nonsense, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I like what this is doing a lot. It's just you have to find games where you can get away with it. I just found a lot of games where I could do the thing. Like, legitimately found a lot of games. I've probably gone over Lightning Greaves 1,000 times, but it still stands. I don't think you should play it in a deck like this. If you want to protect your commander, they can just kill it in response to the equip. It doesn't make it uncounterable or anything. The uncounterable cards aren't really that appealing to me, like, other than Cavernous Souls, of course. There's Hexing Squelcher. I just don't care for those cards, especially now that Force of Will is gone. It's slightly less interesting, but some people swear by those cards. I don't know. Blue hate spells are a little too specific, and oh, you played against Katara, you have it, they just paid 2 life and unsummoned it, and then just cast Daze on Thor anyways, and you lose. It just doesn't feel right to me ever. You also literally need to have it in the matchup where there are actually counter spells. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. And then every other deck you play against, it kind of doesn't really do that much. I think you have Ward pay 2 life on your creatures, though, which doesn't really matter. Also, there is an argument to this dying. When your opponent kills it, you get another card, eventually. And that's kind of nice, right? Now, it is a 5/5 that does smack your opponent, which they might have to actually do something about, but when it dies, you get to do something again, and that thing is kind of nice. The top part of this was vastly more relevant than I thought, that we were trapped in the we only care about the bottom piece, but the top piece did come up a lot. I juggled goofy, expensive 5 and 6 mana enchantment, sorcery, instant style things to play alongside of Thor. The less you feel you have to play of these giant goofy things, the better this deck probably is. Like if you take out this card, which is like a Tali trigger every upkeep, sort of, then maybe you're fine. I mean, this card is cool, but you could just play another burn spell, maybe, something like that. I didn't get to play Capstone, and I think Breaker is a problem for a lot of decks. The Geyser's mana cost, if you do it for 30 and they have a counterspell, still kills them with the Thor, because it happens twice, effectively. I'm 99% certain an X spell has a casting cost of X plus whatever the extra thing is. So in Volcanic Geyser's case, it would be, if X was 5, the mana value on the stack would be 7, and then this would do 7 to your opponent. So that is kind of neat. And this is a problem. Your opponent can't just like let that happen. You have 4 win the game spells and no more mountains in your deck. Like, you will get there. And the only reason I'm saying you're going to get there is because the kinds of games that you play with this commander are the ones where you'll have the time to get there. You're going to get totally trampled by a Katara player, right? And you're not going to get to your funny 6 mana card and then have it actually do anything. But in the other matchups where you're playing against opponents that want a game that lasts longer than 3 or 4 turns, this is actually kind of neat. I had absolutely no faith in this, but it was pretty successful. It was pretty neat. This is a cool commander. I want to try the other Thor now. They're sort of similar. This one's like more storm centric, where you smack them in the face and then you see that many cards. I think it's the Virtue, right? I think it's the same as the Virtue. It's like the Virtue in the command zone. If I can type. If I can type. Yeah, this thing. So it's like that, which is cool, right? I mean, this is neat. I could have actually just been playing this card. It's just another grindy 5-mana enchantment that for some reason there's 25 on. There's so many grindy 5-mana enchantments you could just throw in here. But like Limitless Kindling. Oh, not yeah, this one actually. It is this one. This is weird. I don't actually storm off, but even just 2 spells can be a lot of damage, especially if your commander's in play, right? Like you can do some crazy out of nowhere stuff with this. But it is nice that this is not that important to live. You don't even lose access to the spell. You can cast it whenever you want. Well, you know, within the next 2-ish turns, you can cast it when you want. So that's pretty neat. The Chandra didn't hit anything ever. A little annoying there. I think there was 1 game where it actually did, maybe 2. And being a little dramatic, but I still like it. I still like it. I do. The impulse enchantments are kind of neat. Maybe I'd even put Party Thrasher and this thing in the same kind of logic there. Like these were okay. These draw go games where you find extra cards and stuff are sometimes nice. But if your opponent's like a Esper control deck, I don't know how Count on Luck is going to keep you in a game against that kind of deck. But maybe it is. Maybe it will. You know, the most egregious counter spells have just been removed. Maybe there's logic there. But yeah, now that the blue spells are gone, or the most egregious ones, according to Wizards, I think green is alone again at being like the definitively best thing in the format. You can't force a will Llanowar Elves anymore, or force a will the Cultivate they play on turn 2 to keep up with the green stuff. Like that still exists, and we're back to that probably being the best thing on top and laughing at everything else. But some decks, like this one, do have a lot of early burn spells that don't have to go face, and they can just kill that mana dork. So we, for the most part, had that kind of covered. The thing about Shrapnel Blast is, with your commander, this deals... Let's say you've cast it first, and then your commander grabs it. It would have dealt a total of, like, 7 damage? When your commander's in play, yeah, it's 5+2, so it's like 7 damage with this. Like this, just casting it twice is 14 damage. Like that adds up. That adds up. You never really feel bad about getting rid of most of these artifacts either. At least it didn't seem like that. There's probably enough artifacts to play Mox Opal, I would say at least. I crafted like 3 mythics for this, and some of them were kind of neat, but they take, again, you're looking at a card like this, you're like, well, how do you play this when Eureka doesn't let you get to 2 mana? So just not gonna, we're talking about a different universe when we're playing cards like this, but you'll have the games, they're gonna happen where you get away with stuff like that. And when you do, it's really cool and fun. So with the Force of Will ban stuff, I think the non-ranked format has now really delineated itself from the ranked format, whereas before it felt like this was maybe just a slightly weaker version of the ranked one, but now it feels like they're kind of getting their own identity. And I do suspect more bans, and I expect them soon-ish. I don't know what they're going to look like, but I'm vibing, I'm feeling the vibe that the non-ranked will now have a different kind of approach, and they'll change more because the competitive one, the ranked one, is around forever. So there's going to be definitely a split, and they'll split farther and farther apart as time goes on. And this might actually be the format where you get to play stuff like this, like I did today, and it was great. It was great. It wasn't the same 5 commanders. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I like Kinnan for 16 hours straight, but sometimes I don't like that, and here's a place to do it. especially for someone who is trying to play something different every time for the sake of the algorithm. But really cool commander. I like it. I must admit, I want to play the other Thor. They kind of go in each other's decks, which is cool as well. And yeah, so that's that. Let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment.